の人たちが河合深夜を探し回ってたそうです。カムロ町で。
Nee, warte mal, das geht nicht. Ich starte das mal neu. Also auf jeden Fall das Spiel neu, weil ich habe jetzt selbst nichts mitbekommen. Und das ist ja Kacke, Alter. Was geht denn ab bei YouTube gerade? Wieso geht nichts? Daten werden gesendet, aber nichts kommt an. Doch, jetzt. Holy fuck, Alter. Nach 2 Minuten oder so geht... Okay, gut. Ich gehe ins Spiel. Ich habe Bock auf Judgment und deswegen werde ich jetzt einfach weitermachen. Ich meine... Das muss doch irgendwie klappen. Auf jeden Fall bin ich online. Das ist schon mal sehr gut. Ja, schade, dass der Hacker nicht mehr da war. Ich glaube, der ist genauso verwirrt wie... Mindestens wie ich. Okay, fortsetzen. Ich möchte gerne... Ja, genau. Fangen wir nochmal ganz von vorne an. Denn ich habe wirklich nichts mitbekommen von der Story. Mit den ganzen scheiß fucking Streaming-Problemen, Alter. Ich weiß gar nicht, was abgeht. Auf einmal hatte ich wirklich nur 2 Frames oder so. Jetzt scheint es sehr gut zu sein. Jetzt läuft es fantastisch. Aber es hat 2 Minuten gedauert, bis ich da reingekommen bin. Also... in den YouTube-Stream.
Ah, Saori-san? Yagami だけど。
澤先生と話せましたか？
ああ、やっぱり彼女と間宮結衣は13年前同じクラスにいた。
なるほど。その件ですが、星野くんの方でもネットで新発見がありました。そのいじめ加害者は河合深夜という子で、13年前、みつるくんが校舎を飛び降りた後、逃げるように転校しています。そして大人になると、こちらのカムロ町で働いていたようなんです。
へえ、そんなことまでネットで分かっちゃうの？
おまけに河合は同級生を自殺に追い込んだことを武勇伝のように話してたそうです。カムロ町でなら笑い話にでもなると思ったんでしょうか。
かもね。
組にこそ入らなかったものの、河合はほとんどヤクザみたいな人物のよう。今画像を送りました。5年前に撮られたものです。
あ、
ja.
こいつ。
Das ist der Typ, der verschwunden ist. Den kennen wir. Also den kennen wir nicht, aber mit denen hatten wir schon mal Konfrontation. How was my day? It was actually quite okay, but till now I just had streaming problems with 2 frames per second. You know what 2 frames per second are? It's like... I don't even have a comparison for that. It's fucking awful.
RK のチンピラたちが探し回ってた。ガールズバーのマネージャーだって。
How was your day?
バーで働いてたようです。ただその店がどこかまでは分かってません。
こいつが河合深夜だったのか。でもなんで今になって RK が探すんだ？
彼らはその河合を見つけたんですか？
いや、ただリーダーの相馬ってやつが言ってた。河合はもう殺されたらしいって。何年か前にカムロ町から姿消してそれっきりなんだ。
殺された？
ああ。でもこうして見ると最近似たような話を聞いたよな。今度の河合も三越柴と同じ過去にいじめ加害者だったやつだ。それが2人とも殺された？
どうでしょう。カムロ町では何らかのトラブルで姿を消す人が少なくありません。理由は大体金か女か。河合もそんなケースの一人なのでは。
確かにね。
河合の件はこちらでもう少し調べてみます。 RK が聞き回ったおかげで町の情報もまだホットなはずですから。
Красивый цветок is sleeping. And why was your day bad? Come on, boy, tell me. Let me ease your pain.
RK の人たちが河合深夜を探し回ってたそうです。 カムロ町で。そして出された結論が河合はもう殺されたのだろうと。
おい、ずいぶん物騒な話だな。
確かに最近やから系の人たちが誰か探してるっぽかったですね。町の人たちに聞き込んだりして。でもなんで RK が河合を？まさかうちの事件とつながってくるんですかね。
Tja, warum sollte die RK so plötzlich auftauchen? Sieht man von der Verbindung zwischen Mikoshiba und Kawaii ab?
RK についてはつながりがよくわかりません。星野くんは引き続きネットで河合のことを調べてください。私はちょっと出てきます。八神さんに頼ってばかりじゃいられませんから。少しは私も足を動かさないと。
Boah, wir spielen mit der... Ach du Scheiße. Okay. Was wenn wir Ärger bekommen? Kann sie Kung Fu? Na gut, ich glaube, dass sie niemand wirklich angreifen wird. Interessant. Interesting. Okay. Ja, ich kenne Komorocho wie meine Westentasche.
Saori-san, もしかして RK の連中に聞き込む気ですか？
彼らがなぜ河合信也を探してたか。
なら僕も行きますよ。一人じゃ心配で。
大丈夫。まだ明るいし、人目のあるところでやります。
確かにそうかもしれませんけど。
それも遠慮してもらいます。
Mit anderen Worten, lass mich einfach fucking in Ruhe, Alter. Die Frau ist hardcore. Die geht in Kamurocho erstens ist sie alleine in Kamurocho unterwegs, zweitens will sie mit einer Gang sprechen. Ja? Zuerst muss ich ein paar RK-Mitglieder finden. Anders als die Yakuza sind sie nicht so leicht zu erkennen. Aber das ist kein Problem. In so einem Fall kann ich den Besitzer des Tender fragen. Er kennt sich aus. Der Tender-Club. Ja, damit hat sie ja schon Erfahrung. Die Bartender. Hier hat Yagami-san zuerst gearbeitet, als er in Kamurocho eintraf. Da der Besitzer immer auf dem Laufenden ist, sollte ich ihn fragen, wo die RK-Mitglieder zu finden sind. So kann man den Satz retten, wenn man ihn falsch gelesen hat. Clip sagt, some problems and some stuff, I'm very disappointed. I was outside and there was one pretty girl, I was in love, but she has a boyfriend. Well, that's kind of your karma, you know? You are always in love with a girl who has a boyfriend. Will you play later detective game? I think so, but later in the evening, I guess. Schön, dich auch wiederzusehen, Barkeeper. Und die kennen wir auch.
ターボーと仲良しの先生よね。あの子は今日一緒じゃないの？ええ。そう。じゃあ遠慮なくガールズトークできちゃうね。
なんだいマリネ。それじゃ俺がお邪魔みたいになるじゃないの。
ああ、マスターは乙女心分かってくれるから許してあげる。
Ein Frauenversteher. Ich wurde mal in einer Bar, zufällig auch vor ungefähr sehr vielen Jahren, als ein Frauenversteher bezeichnet. Irgendwie kam mir das damals irgendwie positiv vor, aber der hat das als Beleidigung gemeint und wollte mir auf die Fresse hauen. Und der Typ hatte nur eine einzige Hand. Ich habe dann gesagt, ja, ich bin ein Frauenversteher, ich bin ein Menschenversteher, was willst du von mir? Er wollte mir auf die Fresse hauen dafür. Irgendwann habe ich später drüber nachgedacht, ein Frauenversteher, wie kann man das auch noch negativ verstehen? Also im Sinne von jemand, der ein Simp ist? Schreibt mal in die Comments, ist es so? Ist ein Mensch, der Frauenversteher genannt werden kann, ein Simp? Wenn, dann sollte ich ihm auf die Fresse hauen, auch wenn er nur eine Hand hatte. Sie sind beide schlagfertig. Ich sollte einen Drink bestellen, dann fragt es sich besser. Oh ja. Black Party.
いいよ。内緒でターボーが入れてるボトル飲んじゃいな。あいつ最近ツケが溜まってるし。
ありがとうございます。
Ja, trinken wir Tax Flasche leer. Tell me in which hour will you play the game? And yes, most of the girls that I like are married or occupied. Well, that's the shitty thing in life, actually. If you are too late to the party, most of them are also almost drunk, so you are kind of late. And they are already laid, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean, right? You know. Which hour will I play the game? I think maybe about 22 o'clock, I guess. I think so.
そういうわけで RK の人たちと会えないかマスターに聞いてみようと思ってきたんです。
あちゃー、やっぱり仕事の用事だったか。でも沙織ちゃん、おいしそうにお酒飲んでくれるよね。
ほんと、なんだかかっこいい。そんなお二人に言われると恐縮しちゃいます。
マリネーと美人が二人並んでるとなんかこう年がいもなくウキウキしてくるね。
あら、ほんとだ。今日マスターいつも
それじゃいつもと変わんないじゃない。
だってマスターがそれ以上若くなったらああ、ほんとですね。
Hey Clip, should I change the language of the game to English, maybe? I'll try, okay? So you can understand also. Oh nein, ich sollte aufpassen, sonst vergesse ich noch meine Arbeit.
いや、しかし RK に会いたいと来たか。彼らも仇から RK ですかと聞かれて、はいそうですとは言わないんだ。
そうね。しかも沙織ちゃん、彼らから結構ディープな。そうなるとちょっとだけ難しい。ちょっとだけ。沙織ちゃんほどの美人が街を歩けば RK から近づいてくるよ。
Nennen sie alle heiße Braut. Also,
ただその格好だと
ganz ehrlich, sie ist,
少し隙のある
ich sollte besser aussehen. Sie ist eigentlich so voll mein Typ, so ein bisschen nerdy, ein bisschen schlagfertig, ein bisschen grumpy. Im Grunde, naja, Flocky ist jetzt nicht nerdy, aber sie ist ziemlich grumpy. Sie ist auch schlagfertig, ich meine nicht verbal. Verbal ist sie eher sanft, aber sie schlägt mich halt ab und zu. Aber ja, Saori-san ist auf jeden Fall mein Typ.
メイクにするといいかな。
なるほど。そりゃあいい。
隙のある服とメイク。ターボーから聞いてるよ。沙織ちゃんがその気になったら、カムロ町のキャバ嬢たちも。
Das stimmt übrigens. Sie sah richtig gut aus, als wir sie im ersten Teil verkleidet haben. Yes, I know what you mean. I'm not stupid, so to be honest, I don't know. Will I come because at that time is basketball. Oh, so your team playing again? Well, those losers lost the last match, right? They played shitty game. Where are Dave and Yvonne and Kiana? Dave is working late, so he has his night shift. And Kiana, I haven't seen or heard of her for ages, actually. I think Kiana and Yvonne should make another girls stream. Eating pizza and playing Assassin's Creed. I think.
キャバ嬢みたいな格好をするということですか？これからすぐに？
まあ他の手もなくはないだろうけど、RK には効きそうなさ。
よかったら私が見繕ってあげるから。沙織ちゃんはその。わかりました。じゃあお言葉に甘い。オッケー。任せといて。
Ja krass, das ist jetzt Jetzt werden wir sie wieder wie im ersten Teil als eine Hostess verkleiden. Das ist voll die... Ich habe nichts dagegen, aber man benutzt diesen Charakter eigentlich nur als Sexobjekt im Grunde. Oh, das Schwarz-Goldene sieht super aus. Hey Clip, what do you prefer? This one? Or that one? Actually, I'm a classy kind of guy. I think I will go with this one. And no, black was really fine. Hair accessories. Maybe something decent. Something like... Nah, that's too much. This, maybe. Glasses. Oh yeah. I'm a glass kind of guy. Those one. Beautiful. Earrings. What shall we do? I'm not that much into Jesus Christ, so that will fit my gold type of... Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Halskette. Yeah, stay classy. Nägel können wir auch machen. Guck mal. Rot. Haben wir schon mal Rot? Eigentlich müsste Schwarz und Gelb ziemlich gut passen zu meinem Kleid. Aber gepunktet? Ich weiß ja nicht. Ja, sind alle irgendwie crazy, ne? Komplett rot. Das ist halt verführerisch, ne? Ringe. Hose. Was rot ist nochmal? Ja, das ist okay. Armband, Uhren. Ich weiß nicht. Braucht sie eine Uhr? Ich glaube nicht. Blue Dress. Well, no. Fuck that shit. It's about class, you know? A blue dress, come on, man. For what? For having blue balls? No, thank you. Schickes Onyx-Armband. Er ist ein bisschen klobig. Vielleicht so eher so... Sind alle ziemlich klobig. Das ist okay, glaube ich. Also das Onyx fand ich hübsch. Aber sieht ein bisschen so klobig aus. Nee, danke. Parfüm. Ein beliebtes Parfüm, das die Sinne anregt. Minion. Dieses Parfüm vermittelt in jeder Situation Ruhe und Gelassenheit. Sinne oder Gelassenheit? Sinne. Verbraucht Gelassenheit. Oh, now it's for the hair. Clip mein Girl Stream plus Helga. Is Kiana pretty? Today other Serbian club is playing. Tomorrow is playing my club. That played shit game the last time against French club. Your team lost against French people? Come on, Clip. That's a shitty team, man. If you lose against French. Against a French team? Okay, so I don't want to... how can I say? It's fine. I just don't like French people. When will you buy Ring for Helga? And that music soundtrack sound like erotic movie from 80s and 90s. Oh yeah, it does, really. It really does. And I kind of like it. Well, I'm a 90s kind of guy. And I'm a classy kind of guy. What shall we do with this dress and the hair? It needs to fit the fucking dress, you know? Wow, this is not bad. That's standard. This is not bad. No. No, too schoolgirly. Too young. This is... Actually, why not? You know? And no, we stay black. I'm not so sure now. Maybe this one actually. Yeah, I think it's better. Augenbrauen. Ja, besser, wenn sie gemacht sind, als wenn sie nicht gemacht sind, ne? Das ist ein bisschen aggressiv. Das ist vielleicht ein bisschen netter. Ich denke mal so. Wimpern. Oh ja, auf jeden Fall Wimpern, Alter. Das ist richtig gut. Eyeliner. Definitiv Eyeliner. Das macht die Augen ein bisschen größer, aber das macht die Augen ein bisschen weiter, ne? Ich bin eher dafür. Vielleicht sollte es rot sein. Warte mal. Weiß nicht. Mann, das ist immer so... Das sieht ein bisschen giftig aus. Aber davor könnten auch die Gangmitglieder Respekt haben, wenn ich das giftig mache. Aber schwarz ist halt mysteriös, ne? Nehmen wir schwarz. Lidschatten. Hier kann man ein bisschen rumspielen mit knalligen Farben. Ja, das Rote hat mir schon mal gefallen. Das ist too much rot, glaube ich. Das ist doch sehr dezent und sehr schick. Farbige Kontaktlinsen. Was wollen wir dann für Augen haben? Blau und natürlich... Vielleicht so einen kleinen Grünstich wäre nicht schlecht. Oder... Ja, komm, so grau vielleicht ein bisschen interessanter. Da kann man sich in die Augen vertiefen. But for the French team, Americans are playing, and in my team you have 2 Americans and 1 German players. Other are Serbians, and yes, we also lost from Alba Berlin. Really? Well, this is kind of interesting because like 20 years ago or 30 years ago, sports used to be, well, if you have a team, especially if you have a national team, you have national players, but now it's all like fucked up, you know, half of this team is from South America, the other half is from, let me say, fucking Poland or something, and I don't like it because most of the people are just bought, you know, they just if a team has money, they can buy a lot of players they desire, they want to. So it's kind of fucked up. I don't like this mentality. Because if you have a country, well, fuck, play with the guys and girls you have there. Fuck, it doesn't matter if you win or lose. The most important thing is if you give it all, you know what I mean? I'm not racist or something like this shit, but fuck, man, if you have a national team, play national. Don't buy people from, like, fucking Antarctica. Vic, you're a picky guy when you have to dress a girl and to put makeup. Yes, I really am. And I like decent stuff, you know? But the lips need to be... Oh, yes. God damn it, yes. This is it. No, this is it. You wanted a blue dress, you will get blue lips. Actually, this could be it also. This or this. No, I'm not so sure. Now, let's go with the red one. Alright, you know what? Let me look for other dresses. Nah, I think I did Did I do the right choice? Because now her upper body... No, it's awesome. Look from behind. Damn, it's awesome. Okay. Yes, let's do this. I'm ready. God damn it, I'm ready.
なるほど。これはターボーから聞いてた通りというか、それ以上ね。
マリさんの前でこんな格好。なんだか恥ずかしいです。
何言ってるの。本当に綺麗。
いや、そんな。
本当に大丈夫だってば。
Damn clip, how do I look? And be honest, you just want Helga to be mad at me and then hit me in the live stream, right?
まだ何か足りないみたいね。え？最後に必要なのはプライドよ。私は綺麗だっていうプライド。
でも私、そういうのは。
じゃあ、弁護士としてのプライドは？それはあるでしょ？
弁護士としての。
オッケー、バッチリ。ほら、見てみて。男たちもみんなほっとけないって顔してるよ。
こんな気分久しぶりです。ありがとう、マリさん。
RK の連中に会いたいんだよね。それだったら私と一緒にスカウトされに行く？
スカウト？
RK はガールズバーとかキャバで働いてくれ。
What I would think she would say while dressing up this girl in makeup and make her up. I think she would say something like, now I see what kind of girls you also are into. Maybe you would like me to wear such a dress, and then she would look at me with such a, you know, cute expression, but also angry. And I like that. And I like to make her look at me cute and angry at the same time.
そんな子を見るとすぐ寄ってくるの。特に多いのはそこの占領通りね。二人で歩いてみようか。
いいんですか？そこまで付き合ってもらっちゃって。
私も沙織ちゃんのメイクがどれくらい効果あるか見たいし。いいの。こちらこそ迷惑じゃなければ付き合わせて。
Okay, auf zu Senryo Avenue. Falls dort RK-Mitglieder sind, locken wir sie an. Dann befrage ich sie nach Shinya Kawaii, um auf den neuesten Stand zu kommen. Well, look at me, boys and girls. I don't mind being gay. I'm just a video game character. Hey, look at... Entschuldigung, ich habe mich verlaufen. Hey, warum guckt ihr mich nicht an? Ihr fucking Salary Boys, Alter. Habt nichts außer Geld im Kopf und euren fucking Job. I didn't know you have soft feminine side. You should work in fashion, not in the movie industry. You have wrong job. I don't work in the movie industry. I just make movies for companies, man. It's not the same. Sometimes they need a feminine type of guy. You know? I do have a feminine side. Every man has. Some of them have a bigger side. The other ones, it's kind of small. But every human being has a feminine and a masculine side in them. But I'm kind of... Wait, let me check if I can make it on English. So you can read. Textsprache, mach mal Englisch hier. Haben eh keine Zuschauer außer Clip. Passt schon. Ach so, das muss ich runterladen. Was? 241 Megabyte an fucking Text? Also das Spiel ist wirklich textlastig. Falls ihr das noch nicht gemerkt haben solltet. Alter, überlegt euch mal, wie viel geschrieben werden muss für so ein Spiel. Installiert, okay. Ich hoffe mal, ich kann weitermachen. Das Spiel ist nicht kaputt. Ich hoffe mal. Nein! Autosave? And why are you now playing like a girl? Well, because I need to go undercover and ask for some gang members. Nein. Nein. Du fucking Huren, Alter. Ey, Clip, you know what? I just lost everything. Because I switched to English and he needed to download it and he didn't make a autosave, so I need to start from the beginning. No! Fuck, why? Oh, come on. Sorry, Clip, we need to do everything again. But luckily I can skip a lot of text and cutscenes. So, no problem, but I need to dress the girl again. And I know you liked that part, didn't you? Fuck. This really is fuck. So, tell me about your shitty day. I need to skip some time here.
Oh.
What happened exactly? What made it shitty? Besides the thing with the girl who had a boyfriend. So schnell geht das. So schnell geht das, Leute. Jetzt sind wir schon hier mit Saori-san. Gehen wir dressen. And blue dress. Oh. You understood everything in German. I don't believe you, man. I do not believe you. But to tell you the truth, I like to play in English text even more than in German text, because reading in English is so much easier than reading in German. Okay, I'll be fast. I do exactly the same I did the first time around. So this was it, yes. Then I had this one, and yes, this ring. No watch. That one. Yes. This hair. Wait. This is nice also. Maybe I should do this here. Now I don't know. Fuck. No, you know what? We replay exactly the same. Vielleicht ein bisschen dunklere Augenbrauen, ja. Wimprig, auf jeden Fall sehr wimprig. Ich habe mich für das hier entschieden. Dann Eyeshadow. Yes, I took this one. Contacts, yes. Cheeks. And the lips. And I'm done. I won't pick a blue dress, come on. I'm not gay. So, jetzt, guck mal, so schnell haben wir es gemacht. Innerhalb von 2 Minuten oder so haben wir alles, den ganzen Progress von, ich glaube, einer halben Stunde Stream irgendwie aufgeholt. Krass. Lure RK out onto Senryo Avenue. How do I do that? Habe ich mein Smartphone dabei? No, ich hab kein Smartphone. Schade. Hey girls, don't cry. Someday you will be exactly as beautiful as I am. Ah, maybe not. Dankeschön.
どこか飲み行く感じ？それともこの辺の店で働いてるとか？
女二人寂しく飲み歩いてるとこ。ねえ。ねえ。
だったら俺におごらせてくんない？いい店知ってんだ。いくらでも飲ませてあげるよ。
うわ、すごい羽振りいいんだ。でも私たちめっちゃ飲んじゃうよ。大丈夫？
ダチがやってる店があるんだよ。そいつもお姉さんたち連れてったら喜ぶと思うし。
Okay. If they are arcade, then it might be good to take them up on the offer. But how can I know for sure? Wie soll ich jetzt rausfinden? It may be shitty ring that I have on the house. On the house? The noise from motorcycles. Few people were ringing right from the morning, and I like blue color. I like blue color also, but I think the dress was not very good. Pink blue dress? Nah. You have a shitty ring on the house? You mean like traffic ring? Oh, come on, really? You're just my type. You're RK, right? I wanna get wild tonight. I'm sure you know who RK is. Wir sind ja ein bisschen investigativ unterwegs. Wir fragen mal. Ihr wisst doch bestimmt, wer RK ist, oder?
今カムロ町で流行ってると思うんだけど RK って
ああ
Oh, natürlich kennen wir sie. Was ist mit denen? Hast du Bock?
だって今一番イケてて
Ich hab gehört, die Leute wissen, wo es die besten Partys gibt und so.
それにあそこの人たちって
Und die sind alle großartig, die Jungs, weißt du? Aber Saori-chan, müssen es unbedingt Arcade-Typen sein? Ich glaube, die Typen sind auch völlig okay. Vielleicht hat unser Schicksal zusammengebracht. Was? Was meinst du denn damit? Warte, sag nicht. Hör auf zu reden. Bitte, stopp. Hör auf zu reden, sag es. Okay. Das sind RK-Member.
少なくとも俺らなくしては今の RK にはなってないよな。俺もここまででかくなると。
Sieht so aus, dass es funktioniert hat. Die sind definitiv RK-Mitglieder. Jetzt muss ich sie so über Shinya-Kawaii überfragen. Und so.
みんな RK が仕切ってるんでしょ。
まあね。ヤクザが幅利かす時代は終わったからよ。もう仁義とか極道の伝説とかも通用しね。これからはいかにルールのねえアンダーグラウンドで戦い。
壮絶な世界。
そういえばこの間 RK の人たち何年か前に姿を消した。
ああ、あれね。あん時探してたのは。
Ach, der war ein Manager von der Bar. Okay.
さすがお兄さんたちは情報通なのね。
5年前にある日突然姿。
何それ面白そう。結局その人は見つかった。
いや、さすがにダメだった。そいつは可愛いって男で。
Okay, es geht um Kawaii.
それが
Tatsächlich.
ある晩昔の知り合いらしいのに囲まれてたんだってさ。多分過去によその町でトラブってたんだろう。
In die Jinsho?
そんで押し問答した後、最後には無理やりバンに乗せられ、以来奴は姿を。
それってつまりどういうこと？
どっかよそで殺されたんだよ。河合が生きてりゃ町に戻ってきてるはずだ。店からの給料もまだもらってことは今頃海の底か山の中に。
その河合の昔の知り合いたちって。
さあね、 10人近くいたみたいだ。
Are those pimps? Well, maybe they do also this, but they are in a gang, and this gang is actually, Lost Judgment or Judgment the Game series plays after the Yakuza series, and the Yakuza has been kind of wiped out or are not anymore in such a control as they used to be of the town, of Japan, and and politically. So this gang, this RK gang, is like now in control, and the police can't intervene like they did with the Yakuza.
見た目は堅気の若いやつらで女も混じってたんだと。でももう5年も前のこと。
Also ein paar Zivilisten haben Kawaii in ein Van geworfen. Das waren alte Acquaintances, heißt es Mitarbeiter? Könnten das Klassenkameraden gewesen sein von der Kurokawa Academy? Ich sollte nicht zu voreilig Schlussfolgern.
その目撃談があるということは、誰か河合信也がバンに押し込まれるところを見てたということですよね。5年前に。
そう。見てたのは河合が働いてたガールズバーの子だ。まあ俺らはその子に話を聞いたってやつからまた聞きしただけだけど。
そのお店の場所は？
カムロ町で5年も前のガールズバーだぜ。もうどこにあったかなんてわかんねえよ。その間に何百件も潰れちゃ新しくできてんだからよ。
じゃあそもそも誰が今になって河合を探そうとしたんです？ RK はその誰かから人探しを依頼されたわけですよね。
そいつはもうちょい上に聞かなきゃわかんないんだけどさ。それよりちょっと待った。こっちからも一つ聞いていい？
はい。
Scheiße.
さっき沙織ちゃん、河合信也って言ってたけど、なんであいつのフルネーム知ってんの？俺ら言わなかったはずだけど。
いや、
なんだと？
もしかして最初から河合のことを聞きたくて俺らと話してたわけ？何もな。
何をするんです？
その手を離して。
Kiryu-chan, hilf uns!
誰なんだお前。
I don't owe your name, I'm just RK fangirl. I'm sorry. Should I say... Should I be honest? Or should I bullshit them? Because I think if I bullshit them even more, they might get very angry. I could say I'm an attorney.
源田法律事務所の弁護士で白崎沙織と言います。速やかにこの手を離しなさい。
あ？弁護士だったらなんだっつうんだよ。そんなに偉えのかよ。
話さないとあなたにとって面倒なことになりますよ。
そんな男たぶらかすような格好して言うよね、沙織ちゃん。
ああ。ざけんじゃねえぞ姉ちゃん。
沙織ちゃん。
あれ？
目障りだぞ、チンピラ。
東さん。
てめえ！
たく、たちの悪いチンピラが増えたもんだ。
Now the music is good.
礼なんていらねえ。この街歩くときは気をつけな。特に美人は。
ありがとうございます、東さん。
Nun, danke für das Kompliment.
なんで俺の名前を？
白崎です。源田法律事務所の。お久しぶりです。
嘘だいや、これは気がつきませんで、白崎先生。しかしすげえっすね。見違えましたよ。
Charles Arcade Manager Toru Higashi. Der kommt mir bekannt vor.
東さん、私はともかくマリさんを危ない目に遭わせるところでした。本当に助かりました。
若くて強くてかっこいい。私タイプかも。
さっきのやつらは RK ですね。最近街中で調子づいてるんですよ。
Toru Higashi-san, ursprünglicher Matsugama-Familienmitglied-Typ des Tojo-Clans. Er ist wie ein Bruder für Kaito und er kennt auch Yagami. Er hat eine Arcade und ist halt quasi der Besitzer. Und er hat wahrscheinlich noch Kontakte zu den Yakuzas. Generally, what is the story about in Judgment Day? It's not Judgment Day, it's Lost Judgment. Let me tell you. Lost Judgment. Right. The story is about, well, we are a detective, but we used to be a lawyer. And with me, I mean actually the guy you play, Yagami-san. But now he's not here, so we play his former colleague from the law attorney kind of company, and she wants to help and find informations. And in this is the second game. It's about the law actually, and how corrupt or not right it can sometimes be when people go to jail. And when people do not go to jail, you know what I mean? Because there was a guy whose son was bullied at school. And after some time, he took his life. Well, the son of the guy. And the guy was a cop. Then he came up with a plan to kill the other guy who was bullying his son, you know? But he also had an alibi when he, at the same time, when he should have killed the guy, he was seen at the train station grabbing a woman, like, you know, and it was caught on camera also. So he got arrested for like touching a woman and sentenced for like, I don't know, maybe a couple of months or something, maybe a year, I don't know. But he was not sentenced and arrested for the murder. And he made it on was heißt mit Absicht? Well, it was his plan actually. He wanted to show, you know, look, I killed a man, but you cannot prove this, but I go in jail for like a couple of months for grabbing a woman. Well, this is like the plot, the summary, till now.
あら、そうなんですか。ちょうどいいですね。暇な者同士、今夜は楽しく過ごしません？あ、じゃあその前に八神さんに電話を入れさせてください。
Do I plan to visit Japan again? How much is the game representing Japan? The game is representing Japan pretty much, because like what I said, the law system, how people react, how women are being treated, this is like all Japan. And of course it's just a slice of Japan, yes, but the game represents us pretty good, as far as I know. Shinya Kawai was a bully 13 years ago. He vanished from Kamurocho when he was abducted by a group in a van, yes. It seems like they were all people he knew. It's possible they were his classmates from Kamurocho.
Yagami no yaro. Nani shiten desu ka ne? Shirosaki sensei no denwa ni wa 2コール以内に出ろってんですよ。
Right.
出ません。おかしいですね。もう一度かけてみます。
Was geht eigentlich mit Yagami? Wieso geht er nicht ans Telefon? Haben wir da Probleme mit Yagami?
ああ、でもこうして見ると最近似たような話を聞いたよな。今度の河合も三越柴と同じ過去にいじめ加害者だったやつだ。それが2人とも殺された？
どうでしょう。カムロ町では何らかのトラブルで姿を消す人が少なくありません。理由は大体金か女か。河合もそんなケースの一人なのでは。
確かにね。
河合の件はこちらでもう少し調べてみます。RK が聞き回ったおかげで町の情報もまだホットなはずですから。
ああ、よろしく。
Okay, now I guess I wait for Saori-sensei. Still a lot of time before... Ja gut, was machen wir denn jetzt? Ja moin, ein Hacker. Was geht denn ab? Message from Amasawa. Wer ist nochmal Amasawa? Ah, das ist dieser andere Detektiv, glaube ich. Yamagi-san, one of my underclass men want to talk to you. You could come to the club again after class. It's not too much trouble. No problem. But lower class man, was ist denn das? I've got time, so I might as well go see what it's all about. Oh yeah, there still might be some new jobs over at Tsukumo's office too. It's still a bit before faculty meeting ends. I should kill time elsewhere. Ja, ich weiß es nicht, Alter. Also, wenn man zu viele Hasen auf einmal jagt, dann kommt es drauf manchmal hinaus, dass man keinen einzigen bekommt. Yagami-san. Wie es aussieht, bekommst du gleich ziemliche Probleme. Na gut. Ja, Hacker, was geht? Guck mal, das Bild ist jetzt astrein, Alter, ne? Die ersten 2 Streams waren ja richtig kacke. Ich hab das Problem gelöst. Was ist denn hier los? Junges Mädchen, hast du das dahin gemalt? Soll ich dir den... Oh mein Gott, ich rufe sofort deinen Papa an. Wo ist mein Handy? Ach, wo habe ich das Handy hingelegt? Nein. Ah, hier ist es ja. Ich werde sofort ein Foto vom Verbrechen machen. Und du, junge Dame... Scheiße. Gibt es nicht irgendwie eine schnelle Taste für das Handy zücken? Ich glaube schon. Du, junge Dame, bist ein Suspect. I'm a detective. I make a detective kind of things. Guck mal, ich habe sogar was bekommen dafür. Kennst du Clash of Clans? Der Begriff sagt mir, also der Name sagt mir was, aber ich bin mir nicht so sicher. Ist das ein Third-Person Adventure-Slashing-Game? Clash of Clans. The state is giving to the people from 16 to 29,000 euros. That is not the problem. The problem is that money will get poor, but also rich kids. Yes. This is correct. Ich bin mir... Ja, kill some time is the main story. Okay, I get it. Dann sollten wir vielleicht mal in den Krimi-Club mal reingucken, ne? Ich habe das Gefühl, da war ich einfach schon viel zu lange nicht mehr drin. Frage ist nur, wie komme ich denn da hin? Ist ein Handy-Game. Ach so, nee, dann kenne ich das wahrscheinlich nicht. Vielleicht durch Werbung oder so mal gesehen, kurz, aber so kenn ich nicht. Wieso ist das gut? Zockst du es gerade? Da, der Krimi-Club. Mensch, nach 3 Monaten weiß ich immer noch, wo der ist. Ich wollte ja die ganzen Storys eigentlich auch machen, auch einzeln machen und so.
Yagami-san.
Kein Problem.
Amasa.
Hey, Amasama, what is it you wanted me to ask? Well, it's a rather long story. Is this a good time? Let's hear what she has to say. Once you start the side effect, everything else we put on hold. Okay, alles klar. Ja, ich helfe dir.
Ah.
I am the MRC outside counselor. Thank you so much. So, this is about my classmate. Actually, I should go to get him now. Be right back. Das ist ein guter Zeitvertreib. Ja, sollte ich vielleicht mal hier auf mein Handy installieren für Yagami-san. Nice to meet you. I'm Hisayoshi Shimada. Second. Diese Namen sind so schwer, Alter. Hisayoshi Shimada. A second year. I'm Yagami, the MRC's advisor. Nice to meet you.
Na.
So, what exactly do you need help with? Well, Yagami-san, do you believe in things like curses? I'm sorry, curses? Just a preface, this case is going to sound either mysterious or ridiculous, depending on your answer. I know it's gonna sound crazy, but please, you have to believe me. Believe me! Did you add some money help from Germany? Once... When I finished army in Germany, yes. After that I had like a 6-month stretch where I had no job. So like Germany gives you money in the case you are not employed. Like 60% of what I earned in a month while I was in the army. Did you get vaccine also, Helga? Yes, 2 times. And I will not get a 3rd one, because fuck them. Just tell me what's going on first, then we'll see how it ranks with all the crazy things I've heard. Ja, frag mal. Would you mind starting off, Shimada-kun? So, it's about this lucky cat I have at home. A lucky cat? You mean one of those statues with a cat waving its paws? Or like an actual cat? The former, yes. They're said to bring good fortune, so you can spot them all in all sorts of businesses. There are quite a few kinds, and most of them are said to bring good luck, but black cats are supposed to ward off bad luck in particular. Das ist übrigens nicht wahr. Das ist nicht wahr, dass schwarze Katzen Pech bringen. Das ist nicht wahr. Ich mag schwarze Katzen. Didn't know they got that specific. The thing is, my lucky cat doesn't do any of that. It doesn't bring money or good luck. It just attracts tragedies. Tragedies. Here, this is it. Looks pretty old. My dad bought it from an antique dealer friend of his. Usually, they're really expensive, especially the pre-pause ones like this. A pre-pause? Was ist denn das denn? But my dad's friend warned him at the time. This cat brings more bad luck than good. Yeesh, so why your dad buy the thing if it's supposed to be cursed? He collects all sorts of rarities, especially like the stuff with interesting stories. He goes nuts for those. Sounds like an interesting guy. But yeah, lucky cat that brings more luck than bad luck. Bad luck than any other luck. Fuck luck. I admit that's an intriguing hook. Mann, drück mal auf die Bremse, ey. And Yagami-san, the curse, or whatever it is, evidence is starting to pile up, making it seem real. Ever since acquiring that statue, the Shimadas have been through one ordeal after another. Like what? Ask about the unlucky cat. Like some pretty scary stuff. My dad got a really high fever all of a sudden and was touch and go for a bit. Our house caught on fire too. Ach du Scheiße, Mann. Muss aber nicht sein, dass das was mit der Katze zu tun hat. Wow, potential arson and serious illness. You weren't kidding, that's scary stuff. And my grades keep slipping ever since Dad bought the thing. I'd never dropped below 10th place before this. Is that really that statue's fault though? Well, you sure can't blame me for the ghost. One woke my dad up in the middle of the night, standing right there next to his bed. A ghost did? Clip fragt, which one vaccines did you get? And I asked you about money I spent. Does Germany is helping private sector because of the VARS section and you are working private firm? Yes, Germany does help in the private section. And they're like helping the companies to survive and like giving 50, 60, 70% of the money to pay the employees. I got the BioNTech one. He was dressed like an old-timey soldier and totally pale, just stood there, like he was at attention. But he kept moaning, "Give me back my cat!" My dad thought he was dreaming, so he rolled over and went back to sleep. So, was it just a dream?
Yeah.
I don't know, but the next day, that's when he started feeling awful. It's like he'd been cursed or something. I see, well, that would be unsettling. Even if it was just a string of coincidences. My dad's still not out of the woods, but now he's healthy. Either he's almost got run over by a car a couple of days ago. What the fuck passiert da bei euch, Alter? Das kann doch nicht mit der Katze zusammenhängen. It's still going on. This isn't really sounding like coincidence anymore. I don't know what it could be. At this point, it's probably safe to consider further misfortune inevitable. That may help us determine the cause before any irreversible damage is done. I'm telling you, it's the cat! Why even keep it? Ja, verkauf es doch. Here's a question. If you're also creeped out by it, why don't you just throw it out? It's my dad. He refuses to get rid of it. He says the previous owner was this famous author who met his demise because of the statue. Ja, wenn der... So the statue was cursed even back then. Yeah. My dad said the guy died when he hit his head on it. Oof, that is quite the story. Apparently, his whole fan base is obsessed with the statue. That's why it's considered really valuable, despite the curse. Who's the author, by the way? Well, Kitan Amasawa. He was a mystery novelist and my grandfather. Ach, so ist das. What? Your grandfather? Oh, And you said hitting his head on the statue. Kita Namasawa. So, this was the actual cat that, you know? Well, only if it is truly the exact same statue my grandfather owned. So, you don't know if this is actually the same one. Well, my grandfather has been missing ever since he passed away about 7 years ago. Shortly after he died, my grandmother pawned it off. She always thought it was rather creepy.
なるほど。
I see. Can you tell from this picture if it's the same one as your grandfather's? It's hard to tell from just a photo. This was also 7 years ago. I see. But I do remember that the cat was cursed even back then. My grandfather was somewhat of a rarity collector himself. Of course, he jumped at the chance of owning one-of-a-kind unlucky cat. Cliff sagt, what do you think, which game have more text? This one or the detective game? Wow, this one. The detective game, like, so Still Life is the detective game, and Still Life maybe has like 5 or 10% of text compared to this game. Kita Namasawa was famous for his somehow bizarre tale of mysteries. I can definitely imagine him wanting a statue like this. My grandfather was quite taken with it. He bragged about it quite a bit when I was a little. But I'm sure he never imagined his life ending because of this unlucky cat. Und was soll ich machen? A lucky cat took the life of Amasawa's grandfather 7 years ago, and now it's back, wreaking havoc for another family. Yagami-san, it's not one to believe in the supernatural. I'm not. All mysteries must be approached rationally, no matter how unusual they present themselves. That's why I firmly believe, because logic is always found at the true core of any mystery. Right. But that's also why my grandfather's unexplained death has stuck with me for the past 7 years. I assume the police ruled it as an accident, right? If that's the case, it kind of sounds pretty explained. No, actually, on the night my grandfather passed away, I also experienced a strange event. One that had no rational explanation, and could only be considered supernatural phenomenon. Really? What happened? I'm sorry. I'm not sure how to explain it. Let's just focus on finding out if this is actually the same cat or not first. Sure, we can do that. Rare for Amasawa to not have the words. But this could be the actual statue that took her grandfather's life. I can see why it would be so tough to talk about. Yagami-san, I'm getting to the bottom of this case, one way or another. If something's causing all the tragedies around this cat, there's a good chance more will occur. I don't want anything as awful as what happened to my grandfather to happen to anyone in the Shimada family. Makes sense to me after all. You're all about preventing incidents before they take place. Clip sagt, because this game have a lot of text, give Helga to play it. She loves text. Books with text, no picture. I like books too with text and no picture, but I have no time to read it because I have to play video games.
Hi.
Right, and not only that. This case is personal. Amasawa.
Yagami-san.
So, Yagami-san, would you please help me to get to the bottom of this? Yeah, of course. The MRC advisor got my back. Thank you so much. Well, to start with the investigation, first things first, I would like to see the statue in person. Good idea. Shimada-kun, do you think your father would mind showing it us? Oh yeah, I bet he'd be over the moon to have one of Kitan Amasawa's descendants confirm the statue's real deal. I'll give him a call now. He says, yeah, he would love to meet you guys. In fact, good to hear. Where should we meet him? I asked him to meet us at a cafe near the station, Plague. It'll be faster than getting him signed in and the school's reception and everything. Is that okay? Yes, that's fine. I would have felt bad asking him to come all the way here anyway. Well, I'll make my way to the cafe now. Let's meet out front. Bam, 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 bam.
Yagami-san.
See you soon, Yagami-san. I know you're very good. I know what kind of books you do love. I like actual books with text clip. Come on, man. I'm not all that pervy as you think. Well, not as you think. I'm no perv at all. I got caught. Okay, time to go. Wir müssen einen Fall lösen, Kinder. Keine Zeit für Perversionen. Okay, wir müssen zum Café, das heißt aus der Schule raus. Das sammle ich mal ein. Was haben wir da? Ein Zweig. Und ein... Cool, wir können angeln gehen. So, dann gehen wir mal raus. Das bedeutet, ich muss jetzt diese Quest beenden, bevor ich dann mit der Hauptquest weitermachen kann, ne? Habe ich das richtig kapiert? Alter, wo ist die Bar überhaupt? Und wo ist die fucking Kamera? Achso, genau. Plague heißt sie, oder? Capo. Plague. Kann ich nicht irgendwie einen Filter setzen, dass ich die Bar sofort finde? Oder leuchtet sie auf irgendeine bestimmte Art und Weise? The Bomb Sauna. Okay. Alter, wo finde ich dieses Café? Heavens Golf, Bar Rodriguez, Harbor Light, Survive. Wo ist dieses fucking... Warte mal, Detailed Search. I search for Plague. Or Plage, right. This is it. Oh, look how smart I am, and I ran in the wrong direction, Clip. Right, you said just books. That's what I said too. Books, nothing else. Okay, eine leere Flasche. Ich sollte übrigens aufpassen, wie ich hier, mein Skateboard ist gerade nicht aktiv, ne? Kann ich gar nicht benutzen. Chotto matte kudasai! Clip, are you interested in learning Japanese? Because I can tell you, there are a lot of beautiful Japanese women searching for a boyfriend. Okay. Oh, Yagami-san, Amasawa-senpai. Ah, you're Kitan Amasawa-sensei grandchild, right? Yes, nice to meet you. I'm Kyoko Amasawa. Shimada Mikio Shimada. My sons told me about you. Thank you for being such a good senpai to him. I must say, I'm surprised seeing you for the first time. You definitely have Amasawa blood in you. You're like a heroine ripped straight from one of his novels. I can already tell you're not just a nice face, you're smart as a whip too, aren't you? Really? Come on, Dad. Cut it out. Oh, my apologies. And what's with this boy? I'm Takayuki Yagami. outside counselor for the Mystery Research Club. I'm primarily a detective in Kamurocho. A genuine detective. This is just getting better. The seasoned private eye, trawling the seedy underbelly of the city with his wunderkind teen sidekick man. I already want to buy the whole series. Holy shit, Alter, der Typ spricht wie... Er spricht geschwollener als ich. Clip sagt, I don't know, maybe is the language hard. You were in Japan, you know the language. And yes, Japanese girls are pretty, very pretty. All of them look young. Actually, yes, you can... If you see a Japanese woman, like mid-40, she looks like fucking 20. It's strange. I don't know Japanese, I just know a couple of sentences, a couple of words. I'm sorry about my dad. Let's head inside, huh? Also ich muss sagen, sein Vater macht eine viel bessere Figur als er selbst. So, for the mystery at hand. May we see the unlucky cat statue? Yes, of course. Here. Das ist ja voll schmutzig. So, this is it. I bought it to a taping of that TV appraisal show a few years ago. They couldn't determine whether or not it belonged to Kitana Masawa though. But if it turns out to be the real deal, it's supposed to be worth 2 million yen. What? 2 million yen? Yeah. I mean, considering its legacy, it's basically the holy grail for this fanbase. Oh. But still, 2 million?
Amasawa.
Do you think you could tell if it's actually your grandfather's Amasawa? Please, feel free to inspect it. In that case, allow me. This deep red stain.
Masaka.
Is that from when your grandfather? No, it's from when I splashed ketchup on it. When I was little. Ketchup! Yes, I've been eating a lot of hot dogs in his study. Yes, I had been eating. Okay, verstehe. And got ketchup all over the room. Well, eating may not be accurate, more like swinging it around like a sword. I was really into this historical drama at this time. My grandfather and I watched it together. Sounds like you were quite a little hellion as a kid. But this stain, I don't know if anything else could make it clearer to me that this is my grandfather's statue. Oh, I knew it. Yeah. We can get millions for this? Seriously? Wow, talk about the score of a lifetime. Sorry if this question could have, sir, but I must ask. Does this statue ever make noise? Maybe like meow? Eh? Does my cat statue meow? What makes you ask? Also in der Clip. What did you eat in Japan? What kind of food is popular in Japan? I know that you will tell me seafood, but tell me more. I can tell you one thing I tried, it just surprised me very, very much. It was the tongue of a cow. And the way they made it, it was so fucking delicious. Holy fucking moly. Cow tongue. I don't know how you call it correctly. But god damn it, was it good. And I can tell you everything, just almost everything was amazing in Japan. Especially the ramen. I tried like 5 different ramen in the time of being there. And all of them had a very special touch. And all Asian girls look pretty and young. Asian cosmetics is very good probably. I don't know if it's about cosmetics. It's more like a genetic kind of thing, I guess. Well, the thing is, on the night my grandfather died 7 years ago, I heard it. This cat, it meowed at me. Are you serious? Amasawa, is this the supernatural phenomenon you referred to before? Yes.
Nah.
Could you give us some more details? Sorry, I know this must be hard. No, I understand. We have to do it for the case. This is the first time I've seen the Amasawa like this. Statues meow?
Amasawa.
So, you're saying you definitely heard the meow of a cat on the night your grandfather died? Yes, I have no doubt. I believe it was around 1:30 in the morning. I woke up in the middle of the night to get a glass of water and passed by my grandfather's study. That was when I heard a meowing sound come from the room. Did your grandparents have a pet cat? Or maybe it was a stray outside the window. No, they didn't have any cats. And I definitely would have known if a stray cat had gotten in. With Rampo in the yard, no cats would have gotten... Rampo? Es war ein Hund. They had a dog. And I distinctly remember the sound being loud enough to come from the room, not from outside the house. Creepy. That's even creepier is, I can remember my grandfather telling me more than once. When that cat cries, misfortune comes calling. What? I was given strict orders to never even approach the study if I ever heard a cat meowing in there. That's why, once I heard the cat, I ran back to my room and hid, terrified. And the next day my grandfather was... This must have been hard. If I'd just been brave enough to get in the room instead of running, maybe I could have prevented my grandfather from dying.
Nah.
7 years ago. You were only about 11, right? Don't blame yourself for being scared. A truly artful detective can solve incidents before they even occur. I wonder if her grandfather's own incident has anything to do with Amasawa taking that saying so seriously. Clip sagt, is pig or cow meat popular in Japan? Are they all traditional, young and old people? Well, it depends about the traditions. It depends where you are at in Japan. I guess if you are in Tokyo, like the big cities, the young people are maybe not that traditional at all, but if you are on the countryside, you find a lot of tradition there. But also in Tokyo, young people are traditional, yeah. Is pig or cat? Yes, cat is very popular in Japan. The thing about Japanese food is they eat everything they can find and they can make it taste very good. So they don't say, oh, we don't eat any pig. Of course they eat pig and of course they eat cow and everything. Just fucking everything. As long as it tastes good. What are the differences between Japan and Germany that you saw? The difference is if you walk on the streets and you look to the sides, it doesn't matter where you are if you just look. The architecture is very beautiful compared to Germany. And don't get it wrong, Germany has very beautiful architecture too, but the main difference is no parking of cars is allowed on the streets, on the side roads, on the sideways, right? So you don't see any cars parked anywhere. You have to have a parking place at your house or some underground garage or something if you buy a car. Otherwise you will not get a car. So you don't see cars parked everywhere. And you see the beautiful architecture. The small houses, the big houses, everything. It's just tidy, you know what I mean? And in Germany you see fucking cars everywhere. Yesterday I tried to park my car where I live and I could not find a fucking parking spot. Because everybody has like 5 cars, I guess. The incident 7 years ago. So, to conclude it, Japan is very clean, a very clean country. You don't see trash, you don't see kind of stains on the streets because everybody tries to keep it clean. And Germany is just like the fucking opposite. You see a lot of trash everywhere in the big city especially. You said your grandfather's death was ruled an accident. Was there even a slight chance that it was actually a crime? The police came and checked the scene, but they said they couldn't find anything suspicious. Besides, it happened in a locked room. Not only was the door to the study inaccessible, but the crescent locks on all the windows were still secure. A locked room, death, and a cursed statue. This is sounding more and more like one of Kitan Amasawa's books. What's a crescent lock? They're the most common kind of lock, window locks in home. For a reason, they get the job done. I doubt the windows are a point of entry for anyone that night. Oh, okay. Since the police didn't see any signs of a break-in or even a struggle, they really had no recourse but to rule the death an accident. So it's doubtful this was a burglary gone wrong. Afterwards, the unlucky cat creeped out the whole family enough that my grandmother pawned it off. Did I try sake? Yes, I did. I tried cold sake and also I tried hot sake. And I can tell you one thing. Because, you know, I like alcohol. I like a good whiskey, I like beer, sometimes I like vodka. I like the taste of kinds of alcohol, right? And hot sake is very special, I think, because when you drink hot sake, you get happy as fuck. And your face, like your cheeks, get red and your nose too, like in almost instant, like in 5 or 10 minutes. You are hot on the inside, you are red on the outside, and you are fucking happy. And you laugh. And this is what we did. We just ordered something to eat and a hot sake. That was my idea. And then we drank it. And we couldn't stop laughing and being happy for the next, like, fucking hour. It was amazing. Unsurprisingly, the family lost track of the statue after all, Dad. So I never expected to see it again like this. Ah, das war die falsche Stimme sowieso. Shimada-san, thank you for going out on your way to help us today. Oh no, it's my pleasure. Did you find any clues? Maybe even a lead now? Unfortunately, I'm not so sure. Look out! God damn it. What the? Yeah, are you okay? I'm so sorry. I guess it wasn't secured all the way. What was that? The unlucky cat? No way. Dad, please. What's it gonna take for you to get rid of the statue? Even I'm starting to get freaked out by this. Clip sagt, my cheeks are red when I see pretty girl. Like you said, I'm hot inside and outside. I'm happy. Well, no sake for you then, boy. Well, we should get home. Thanks again for today. Actually, sir. Yes. Would you mind leaving the statue with us for a while? What? Leave it with you? Yes, until we can debunk the curse. But aren't you worried? The curse! It's starting to look pretty real deal to me. My grandfather once said, curses only blight their believers. Did he now? Yes. He also said, you must never succumb to the marvel of a mystery. You must keep your wits about you. Despite my age, he imparted his philosophy of mystery solving to me before his death. And I hold the truths he shared with me in the highest regard. As Kitana Masawa's grandchild, I cannot back down to these strange events and turn away from a genuine mystery. I refuse to believe in this curse. Therefore, it will have no effect on my pursuit of the truth. But still, not only that, this is a mystery that needs solving by an Amasawa. Ah, Amasawa-san. When I heard the Mewtwo 7 years ago, I ran from the truth, and the result was absolutely horrible. I'll never make the same mistake again. Oops, something happened. What the fuck happened? Something did happen, and then it come back. Clip sagt, how much was the trip? Can you use euros in Japan? No, yeah, of course you have to change the money for yen, the Japanese yen. I can write it down to you. The yen. And how much we spent? I think we paid for the flight 600 euros to Japan and back. We were 3 weeks in Japan. We took a car for all the time, like for 3 weeks we were riding the car. So we rented it. So that was expensive, like 2,300 euros for the car. 600 euros for the flight. We took Airbnb hotels, you know, like the small apartments you can rent from private people. And they were not that much, from 20 to 40 euro a night. It was okay, actually. And of course the food. The food was not very expensive. It actually surprised me. I thought food would be the most expensive. No, it's very decent in price and it's very, very good. Like almost everywhere. You can eat everywhere. It will be at least good, but most of the time it will be fuck me. But the most expensive thing was parking. Like I said, you cannot just park in Japan everywhere on the side road or something like that. You have to go to a specific parking slot, and a night parking the car could be up to 30 to 40 euro, you know? It's fucking expensive, man. The gas prices were very good, so not that expensive, but they have like a toll. You know, when you take the highway to get faster from A to B, you come to a toll booth, and they sometimes wanted like 80 euro. And then 1 hour later, 50 euro. And we're like driving for 3 hours, and after 3 hours I told, hey, we paid for the fucking toll more, almost more than for the flights. Amazing. So this was very expensive. If I would count, I spent about 3,500 euro for the trip for 3 weeks. With car, with eating and everything. Okay, if that's the case, I'll leave it with you. Please find a way to break the curse before something bad happens again. Thank you very much, sir. By the way, I heard that you bought the statue from a friend who runs a second-hand shop. Which one would that be? Abyss Pawn in Ijincho. Abyss Pawn, got it. Es gibt nur ein Pawnshop in der ganzen Yakuza-Serie und die heißt immer Abyss Pawn. Amasawa's really into this case. Guess I shouldn't be surprised, considering, well, I should step up my advising efforts for her on this one. Ich würde gerne jetzt was essen gehen, ehrlich gesagt. Die ganze Zeit, wo ich über Japan rede, bekomme ich halt ständig Hunger. Hey Clip, when we were talking about food, let's go grab something to eat. Let's see, what do we have here? Moshe moshe. So we have a sushi plate, another sushi plate, vinegar mackerel. So this is like a fish plate, a salad, salted yakisoba, smelt fish. What's a smelt fish? Okay. Skewers, edamame, fried chicken. Oh, okay. This is like more like an imbiss. But I'll take. Actually, give me a highball and some edamame. Oh, I cannot eat anymore. Okay, fuck it. That's it. Just a highball then.
Itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu.
Gochisou-sama.
No problem. So let's just go in, because you see this? This is basically like it looks in almost all Japanese shop, well, like restaurants or in this. Did I try sushi? Of course. I even tried not only sushi, but no, sushi. That's the interesting thing. I did not try sushi while I was in Japan, but I tried like a plate of raw fish, of like 6 different kinds of fish on it. All of them raw, with sauces and all of that stuff. That price was just for one person, just for you, or that price is splitting in 2 parts for you and Helga. No, that was just for me. So yeah, it was expensive. Japan is expensive. Of course we rented a car, you know, it's not that. So was muss ich eigentlich machen? Sorry, I need to look up what I have to do. Wo habe ich denn hier mein Task her? Kill some time. Okay, side quests. Question the pawn shop. Yes, okay. Now I got it. What do you think about fish that looks like balloon? It's very popular in Japan. You mean the one which is... Alter, jetzt verstehe ich wieso. Ich habe eine Markierung gesetzt. Und das ist die fucking... Das muss ich nicht mal markieren. So, das geht jetzt raus. Und ich muss eigentlich zu diesem Ebisu Pawn Shop. Irgendwo hier war er doch, ne? Arcade. Bentan Pawn. Ist das Ebisu? Nein. Pharmacy. Popo. I love fish. Because, you know, when you are... I cannot understand people who do not like fish. Because how could you not like fish? It's fucking amazing, you know? And it's the best thing you can eat, actually. It's delicious and it's very good for your health. But I never tried this balloon fish. I heard when you try to eat this balloon fish, you need to sign a document that you could die and you are not holding the cook for responsible. Alter, wir haben schon so lange keinen Kampf mehr gehabt. Konishi. Okay, Frendo. Alter, wie hast du es geschafft, mich zu treten? So Clip, would you visit Japan if you like had the money for this? Because to tell you the truth, when I visited Japan, I did not really had the money. I had to do a lot of things to get that kind of money to go for 3 weeks to Japan. So it was rather expensive for me too. And I maxed out my credit cards because I bought a lot of shit there. Flip sagt, I don't know how I would live in Japan because I don't like fish, but just meat and bacon for me, also ham and eggs. Well, that's no problem. You can eat... Japan is not... Everything is about fish, that's not true actually. You can eat a lot of stuff in there. Of course, there are a lot of fish type of meals, yes. But you can have everything else also. Hey, Mr. Pawn Shop member! Hello, is this a bad time? I'm from the Yagami Detective Agency, Takayuki Yagami. Would like to ask you a few questions. Oh, a detective. I'm his assistant, Kyoko Amazawa. You're his assistant, a high schooler. Oh. Is there a problem?
Yeah.
No, not particularly. Oh, what is it you wanted to ask? We're looking into this lucky cat statue for Mikio Shimada-san. He says he knows you. Ah, this is for Shimada-san. Would you mind if I ask, how did you first come to acquire the statue? This pawnbroker friend of mine closed up his shop, so I bought his remaining inventory. He couldn't vouch for the statue's authenticity, so no. Well, we know it's the real thing now, but maybe we oughtn't... Ich habe noch nie gesehen, dass man ought verneint. Maybe we oughtn't fill him in on that. Clip, did you ever see the word ought to be written with an N-T after that? That's fucked up, man. You don't happen to know who sold the cat to your friend originally, do you? Nah, sorry. He told me it'd been passed around a bunch before it ended up in the shop, but he didn't know any specifics, probably why he wouldn't authenticate the thing. I see, thank you anyway. Oh, one last question. This might sound odd, but when you still had the statue in the shop, did anything strange ever happen there?
Eh?
Strange? Huh, you mean the curse? Nah, I don't buy into that stuff. Nothing ever happened here to make me change my mind either. Nothing at all? You sure? Nope, nothing at all. The guy I got the statue from never mentioned any of the sort. Although, I suppose he might have just not wanted to sound crazy. Ah, I see.
Yagami-san.
Yagami-san, does this mean the so-called curse didn't begin until Shimada-kun's father acquired the statue?
Ah.
Yeah, sounds like it. Anyway. What is the smoke?
Yagami-san!
Yagami-san, it's on fire!
マジで
Majite. Yeah, get the fire extinguisher. Yeah, we got the fire out of the way, but we seriously have no idea where it came from, just whoosh, out of nowhere. Phew, I'm glad that didn't get any worse.
Masaka.
Yagami-san, what do you think started that fire? I have to say the number of incidents around this cat is getting ridiculous. I don't think this is coincidence at all anymore. Hang on, do you smell something gasoline? Gas. That would mean there's a chance that the fire earlier was actually arson. Agreed, Yagami-san. What do you say we search the scene really quick before the police get here? Clip sagt, I would buy first some stuff that I'm interested, then maybe I would visit Japan or Egypt or Cuba or Mexico. Here the wage is 300 euros, but on the TV you will hear just pretty words how situation is good. Well, yeah. Yes. This is like... I don't want to say in Germany it's bad, because it's not. But they try to make it seem like Germany is more wealthy than it actually is on the TV too, you know? They say like, of course we can have money for this and for that and for this, but nobody is moving a finger. And why are we don't have so much good paid jobs and stuff like that? We need to raise the pay, you know? But then you think about it, when you have a company with 6 people working there or 9 people, and the chief like says, okay, people, you will get your pay. This is it, I cannot pay anymore. But the state tries to make him pay more. So the logical conclusion is he will get rid of the people working for him because he needs to pay less people more, or he closes down. So that's the logical conclusion, but this is what will happen. We'll hear just pretty words how situation is good, yeah. But do you know who has a lot of money? Politicians and half-naked singers, yes. Same thing here. You know, our health minister just happened to buy a villa last year for, I guess, 3 million euros. And also two apartments in Berlin. You know how much this shit costs? Nobody knows where he got that money from, but it's like kind of lobbyism. He makes business in politics, you know? It's the fucking health minister in the middle of a crisis. Well, whatever. Yeah, let's check and observe for any traces in the area. Keep sharp for anything, like gasoline trails or containers. Well, I need to say our former health minister. He did not resign, no. He was just outvoted. Inspekte Ebiso Pawn Shop. Ja, was könnte das Feuer ausgelöst haben? Guck mal, der Rauch könnte von hier... oder auch nicht. Was soll ich denn machen hier? Okay, mit L3 soll ich hier observieren. Was Was können wir denn hier Besonderes finden? Hier ist ja nichts Besonderes. Das ist nur... Ich mag zwar diese Kessel und diese Taschen und so. Ich mag so rustikalen Shit, aber... Was soll ich denn hier suchen? Also ich denke, unser bester Freund ist eine Noise Amp. Kann ich deinen Herzschlag hören? Dein Doki-Doki? Nicht wirklich. Mein Gott, die Frau ist tot. Sie braucht eine Herzmassage und eine Mund-zu-Mund-Beatmung. Auf jeden Fall. PCR. Nein, nicht PCR. CPR? Das ist nichts. Detektor. Es ist ein bisschen so wie bei nackte Kanone. Okay, gut, ich weiß es nicht, deswegen werde ich jetzt mal hier speichern. Und den Stream auch beenden. But do you know who has a lot of money? Yes, I read that already. So, clip, this is the end for now, for now. I will stream later, I guess. So, thank you for the company. It was nice talking to you. Thank you for being here and see you maybe later in the evening or next time. Depends on if you watch the basketball game or not. Was sagt denn der Clip hier? Here the singers that are younger than you and me for 1 year. They fought the most expensive apartment in Belgrade. And yes, they are most of the time naked. Well, if you don't have like a strict job and time plan, why bother putting on clothes, right? You have the fucking money, you don't need anything else. Okay, Clip. See you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.